Hi, I'm Phil Tarrant. Welcome to the second part of our investment action series up here at Berkeley Vale on the Central Coast. Today, I'm going to run you through the renovation. You need to remember, when you do any renovation, you need to have a plan. And you need a plan so you don't overcapitalise. Today I'm going to show you how we're going to renovate this property with costs in mind, to get the biggest bang for our buck by spending the little amount as possible. In this episode of Investment Action, we drill down into our latest renovation at our Berkeley Vale property. We'll show you what we wanted to achieve, the budgets we set for ourselves, and how we plan to avoid overcapitalisation. Knowing what elements bring the most value to a renovation and the ability to steer the renovation through effectively are key to maximising the return on the investment and your time. I've seen all too often people that undertake a renovation on their investment property with the belief that they're going to live in the property. So they focus on soft furnishings, fancy colours, going over and above areas where they don't really need to spend their money. To help us with that knowledge and the renovation process, we use the services and support of Right Property Group's Steve Waters. When looking at the scope of renovation, our first step is always the upfront planning. We need to set a budget and a time frame and decide exactly how much value we really want to add. We bought this property under market value for $230,000. With the right approach, we think we can get it valued about $300,000 plus. So how can we actually go about it? Between what we paid and what we want, there's a difference of about $70,000. We've also had to pay the holding costs, like stamp duty, buyer's agency fees and so on. So really, there's a difference of about $50K. Remember, we want to get back at least $2 for every dollar spent on the reno. That's how we arrived at our budget for the renovation between $20,000 to $25,000, including a buffer. We don't want to leave the property vacant for too long either, so we set ourselves a framework and a time frame of about 4 weeks. But as you'll see, the best laid plans don't always run their course. Work was going to plan and we were keeping pace with the schedule we'd set until midway through the project, I received the call no investor or homeowner wants to hear. We had termites. Despite having undertaken the correct building and pest inspection, significant termite damage was found that was not identified in the report. Our builder was on the stairs and leant against the wall, noticing it felt a bit spongy. He started exploring and revealed there was significant internal damage. There were no live termites, but they had been there in the past. The work became extensive. Old termite nests often don't show up on thermal imaging and can be easily missed on inspection reports. The damage was around the bottom areas of the house. To leave any damage may structurally be dangerous and could affect the resale value down the track. In the end, the additional repairs cost about $6K. This proves why you should always have a buffer in your budget. Fortunately, we planned for one and we were able to absorb this unexpected cost without any financial stress. We were also pretty lucky that we found it before we finished the renovation, not having discovered it until later, or worse, until a buyer noticed it when trying to resell the house. Could have been very costly and eaten into the growth we'd manufactured. Some aspects of the renovation will naturally bring more value than others. The kitchen was already adequate for rental. It'll get a good coat of paint and a change of handles. It won't look like a renovated kitchen, but it'll look okay. The cost of putting new cupboards and refurbish the kitchen elsewhere, we just won't get back in terms of rent. Another great way to boost value is simply sanding and polishing the floors. This can be done cheaply and is a cost-effective solution if you've already got floorboards in good condition. The front and back decks were also good wins for us. When we first bought the property, the back deck had tape on it saying, "Don't step here." It certainly rang some alarm bells. After getting a certified builder to check the decks out for structure issues, they only really needed a quick cosmetic makeover. There's some work to be done. New timber decking boards and railings will be installed. We'll also remove the roof from the front and add a roof on the back. This will allow for more light into the front room and create a genuine entertainment area at the back, which is an attractive feature for tenants. The rear steps also needed fixing, which we budgeted for about $3,000. Overall, we felt it wouldn't add too much value on the property, so we decided to remove them altogether. This downstairs area was dark and dingy when we bought it. What we've done here, we've opened it right out. We've removed the wall here, we've put down new flooring, we're going to give it a nice coat of paint as well. As with any renovation, one of the biggest costs is labour. The more you can do of the unskilled work yourself, the more you can save. It's also about thinking smarter as well. We worked significantly in the garden, reducing the shrubbery and trees. This opened up the garden, giving it more light and space. It also gave us a large pile of wood and match to dispose of. Instead of paying for another skip or other disposal method, we found a tree lopper who had his own wood chipper. We got all of the wood chipped, made our own mulch and put it back on the garden. It saved us quite a lot of costs and it's recycling matter rather than going into landfill. One of the things that really appeals to tenants and valuers alike is quality bathrooms. Here we've spent some money refurbishing the bathroom and also the toilet. Sometimes you can get away with a cosmetic fix-up with a bathroom. This normally includes changing taps, fixtures and fittings and giving a good clean up. There's always the potential for painting the tiles as well. However, during the planning phase, a discussion came up over whether this was the best approach. Deep down, we knew the bathroom wasn't up to scratch for what we wanted to achieve. There was no difference between retiling and repainting. We decided that we'd actually redo the bathroom completely, which added to our initial budget estimates, but we knew we'd get it back. We kept the bath, plumbing and configuration the same, but retiled it completely. This, combined with the new vanity and taps, completely modernised the bathroom in a very cost-effective way. Keep track of your costs when renovating, because remember, every dollar counts. For the best bang for your buck, your kitchen, your bathroom is where valuers will take most notice. Thanks for watching this second part of our Investment in Action series. I'm Phil Tarrant. See you soon.